With the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie coming out, I'm on a hunt to find the perfect set of figures. I think I found the perfect Deadpool. And what is the perfect Deadpool? Is it Marvel Legends? Definitely not. It is s.h.figuarts. Let's open this thing up, find out, but I have a bonus accessory piece that's gonna make this thing from a fun figure to a perfect figure. So stick around and then we'll check out what's in this canister. Starting with the box, we've got some Japanese on the front that says Deadpool, Deadpool, and then in English, it also says Deadpool. And the back of the box, we got some awesome figure shots, and maybe you've seen this figure before because this came out from the first movie. This isn't the second film. It was a much darker red, so I think this is gonna be the closest thing we've got so far. Sliding him out of the package, you find a secret compartment behind the sleeve that lets you know all of the instructions, because you gotta have instructions to know how to rock. Here's a list of everything that's involved in this box, included. Not involved, included. And you get all these extra eyes, which is awesome, and s.h.figuarts generally does a alternate face plates, but they're doing eyeballs because it's Deadpool, and it makes sense. What is that? So lots of hands, lots of eyeball options, and then on the back of it, you get his sword and his sheath and his ankles. Oh, it's a knife. A knife goes onto his ankles. In the box, his head is snapped, but that's okay because he's got healing abilities. So even though it's disconnected, it's all right. Let's put it together and take it out of this plastic. All right, what we're looking at now is possibly one of the best figures I've seen in quite a while based on accessories alone. However, it's just missing the mark. And again, that is where this accessory set in this little canister is gonna fix everything. I promise. So there's a lot to look at, a lot of stuff. So let's just start over here with the hand. So every hand that I'm about to show you, you're gonna get a left and a right, but you're gonna see it on the screen because I do B-roll. So dumb. So to start things off, you got a nice classic gripping hand, which would be perfect for his swords. And then you got some flat hands, which will be good for pretty much whatever you want. Then you get these, which are gonna be used to make his little heart hands. Oh, how sweet and cute. And you get the trigger fingers, which, why? If you notice, there are no pistols or anything of the sort in this set. But you have the hands for it, whatever. And then you get this hand, which is good for, I don't know, doing stuff. It's just an option. And then you get some punching hands, which is good because, you know, Deadpool does punch stuff. You get a thumbs up hand, which is cool when you want to tell people, good job. And then you get these pointing fingers, which can be used for quite a few different things that you would use your finger for. And then the eye expressions. Again, you get a left and right of this. So you get the squinting eye, which is good for squinting. That's so stupid. And then you get this eye, which just, it looks different, but it's probably more obvious once it's on his body. And you get this one, which, again, it's gonna look more obvious probably once you put it on a... And then you get this little sheath or whatever for his dagger, which looks like that. So you got a little knife, and it's a weird tiny thing, and it goes in, you're like, yeah, easy. And by default, he's got these handles into his scabbards or sword sheaths, I don't care, call them whatever you want. And they just pop in the little holes. By default, these handles are set there so that you don't have to actually fit these swords in, which I guess is good. But this is the sword with the nice details going on with the two tones of the red, the silver, the black, good sculpt work, and they're swords, so they're doing what they need to do. And then this little tool here is to pop his eye plates out so you can swap them around. On by default, this one has these eyes, which look a little bit more, I don't know, they kind of look a little sad. And then he's got these just standard relaxed hands. Now, talking about the details of this guy, they are fantastic, all right? I love all the details of this outfit. So this is kind of, it gets questionable sometimes with s.h.figuarts and what they do with live action people, but since this is just all costume, there's no head, the likeness is there because it's underneath the mask. And then you get this sculpt work and the paint work, which is really top notch. The texture of the suit, I love it. I love the finish on everything. It all looks like what it's supposed to look like. grimy suit and everything. Now the head seems like it could have a little bit more grime on the front of it, but whatever. I like it, it's nice, and in classic s.h.figuarts fashion, I'm sure that the articulation on this thing is like next level, because we're looking at the same people that have made some of the best Spider-Man figures. And that's one of my favorite things about the brand is the articulation. So great elbow articulation, great knees, everything is exactly as I think that I would want it, which we'll find out when I really start to pose it, if there are limitations to this guy. And I am not too sure that that's going to be the problem. Be the case of the problem. Now on his leg by default is this sheathed knife, but the thing is, this is like his swords, where it's a one-piece item, and if you want to have, I don't know, this is weird. This is a weird setup. Like, why not just have this one where you can take the dagger out? I guess because it might fall out, but it's there if you need it, so that's pretty cool, but that's on there by default. And one thing you'll notice on the sides of him, he's got these little blocks so that he could have his pistols, his holstered pistols, but they're not in the box, and I don't know why that's the case. It just seems like a really dumb move. Now, I don't know the original release date of this figure, if it was a Disney thing at the time. I don't think so, but Disney, that doesn't seem right to remove the guns. Anyway, this figure is wonderful. Now, obviously, this is just one of the two characters from the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine. So how do we fix the Wolverine side of it? Well, the best thing I can find right now is this figure, which is available to pre-order right now on 5K Toys. So if you go to 5K Toys, link is in the description. You can pre-order this guy, which is clearly designed from the suit at the beginning of Days of Future Past. It's one of the best outfits I think that you can get in figure form right now if you're trying to make a live action Wolverine that might go along with this good Deadpool. Now the thing is, we don't have anybody, as of right now, making the suit from the new movie. So when that happens, obviously I will order it and I will let you all know about it. But we got to get back into how do we make this the perfect Deadpool figure? Well, let's open this little canister thing. And now I got this from 1/6kit.com, and kind of a weird website because they also do 112 stuff. It's not just 1/6. Now these guys are kind of like 5K Toys in the sense that they have all these third-party companies. This one is called Manipple. So let's take a look at Manipple. This just doesn't seem right. In the box we have some Chinese. It does clarify that it's saying something to do with s.h.figuarts. And then when you open this little plastic baggie, there's a few goodies in here. Now this is an older item, so I'm not sure how many are left in their inventory, but let's take a look at what's here. So the first thing that fixes this Deadpool is that you get a left and right side of this pistol with the holster. So the thing that Deadpool really needs to have, it's kind of an iconic look for him, and it's perfect. So now we have this setup. It's gonna pop into the peg holes on the side of his legs. There we go. So he's got his pistols on, looking good, looking almost perfect. But there's one more thing that we need to mess with to make this guy looking real nice. Boom shakalaka.
Hi.
We've got it, folks. We did it. And some of you may already be aware of this because this figure and the whole set and all the stuff has been out for a while, but it's new to me, dang it. And this new movie has got me excited to get into a really good Deadpool figure, and hopefully that Wolverine is crushing it. But there you go, you gotta do a little bit of work to make this thing function the way it's supposed to. And I think I've done it right, but I can't find instructions anywhere on the internet. So first things first is you have to get the neck joint out of the body, which takes some work, and you're gonna wanna use some heat, folks, some hot water or a hair dryer to loosen the plastic up, get that neck joint out, pop the head off, pop this little tab thing off, and then you're gonna, again, heat up this whole neck piece and then push from the top to the bottom and get rid of that neck piece. There you go. And I assume this thing has an option to work on the second movie version, but you need to put that in there and then put that on there and boom, bada bing, bada boom. Well, there you go, folks. That's how you do it. So hopefully you can get yours if this is something you're into. And if you enjoyed this video, then click that top link there to see the X-Men 97 figures get reviewed. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.